There's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are
morning, everyone. Today is May 21 of 2026. Today is May 21, 2026. And on behalf of our government, we are here to conduct the press conference of 6 projects, 5 under the civil works and one under the goods category. So before we start, we will call on the secretariat for the acknowledgement of our attendees.
We would like to acknowledge the presence of the following from back members, Engineer Manolito Alberto, Attorney Aiko Chris Manjar Arter, Engineer Arthur Pietra, Engineer Arvin Radan Sangalak, Engineer Agnes Cruz. We would like also to acknowledge from VLGF, Miss Rosita Inocencio, and LG Guagua Municipal Engineering Office via Zoom, Engineer Justado Cruz, the municipal engineer, and architect James Del Rosario Maharlika. From PWG, Engineer Arman Lindon Edrada, Engineer Maria Fatima Quezon, Engineer Jerome Samson, Engineer Jasper Francisco, Engineer Janedel Imarukut, from Back Secretariat, Engineer Ana Maria El Tayad, Miss Jonaline Francisco, and yours truly, Gladys Salamsa, from Network, Sir Ramil Tiampo, and Sir Joel Dandas. We would like also to acknowledge Sir Jonathan P. Acosta Jr., representative of Ed Probon Construction, Minette Tapa, representative of Cap 700, and Miss Laila Leiva, representative of Alphatec Chemical Corporation.
So good morning. Before we start, we have the quorum. So this meeting is called to order. So we're going to start with the projects under the category of civil works, then the projects under the goods will follow. Your instructions. So for the number one project, with the contract ID of 25C00586, Convergence of Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP Multipurpose Building Facilities to support social services construction of Guagua Sports Complex, Guagua Pampanga, close open parenthesis, phase 3, province of Pampanga. The brief description, scope of works, building, and the approved budget for the contract is 49,499,707 pesos and 15 centavos. The source of funds is GAA FY 2025 and the contract duration is 240 calendar days. The cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. The license category is open tools, but it's B for medium A. The ISO 9001:2015 certification for its latest version, if applicable, is required. Next. Number 2 is 25C00588, BLGF Region 3, perimeter fence, parking enclosure, guard house, roof deck roofing and waterproofing, installations of additional air conditioning units, and provisions of fire exit. Location is in the province of Pampanga. The scope of works is building, and the approved budget for the contract is 13,929,589 pesos and 44 centavos. The source of funds is GAA FY 2025, and the contract durations is 150 calendar days. The cost of bidding documents is 35,000 pesos, and the pickup license category is C and D for small B. ISO 9025 is not applicable. For project number 3, construction of evacuation centers, Region 3. 1, Barangay Dinadiawan, Dipaculao, Aurora. 2, Barangay 1, Maria Aurora Phase 2. Number 3 is Municipal Compound, Dilasag, Aurora Phase 2, Province of Aurora, with contract ID number 25C00589. The description, scope of works is building, and the approved budget for the contract is 96,499,865 pesos and 30 centavos. The source of funds is GAA FY 2025, and the contract durations is 360 calendar days. The cost of building documents is 50,000, and the pickup license category is B for medium A. And ISO 9001-2015 certification or its latest version is applicable. Next is 26C00066 Bridge Program, Retrofitting, Strengthening of Permanent Bridges, Salakot Bridge, open close parenthesis, B01683 LC, along Maharlika Highway, LC, Province of Bulacan. Description and scope of works is bridge retrofitting concrete. The approved budget for the contract is 7,589,588 pesos and 35 centavos. The source of funds is GAA FY 2026. The contract duration is 90 calendar days, and the cost of building documents is 10,000 pesos. Pickup license category is open close parenthesis C and D for small b. ISO 9000-2015 is not applicable. Next is 26C0067 Bridge Program, Retrofitting, Strengthening of Permanent Bridges, Ulingao Bridge, open close parenthesis, B01668 LC, along Maharlika Highway, LC, Province of Bulacan. The description of the scope of works is bridge retrofitting concrete. The approved budget for the contract is 3,357,206 pesos and 52 pesos. Source of fund is GAA FY 2026. The contract duration is 60 calendar days, and the cost of bidding documents is 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category is C and D for small b. ISO 9001-2015 certification is not applicable. So, completion of works required within 60 calendar days. Bidder should have completed within 10 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids. A contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instruction to Bidders, ITB. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the EIRR, otherwise known as the new Government Procurement Act (NTPA). The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder, LCRB, who was determined as such during post qualification. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorships, cooperatives, and partnerships of or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Regional Office Number 3 and expect the bidding documents of the address given below from between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Monday to Thursday. Adoption of 4-day on-site work arrangement pursuant to Memorandum Circular Number 114 Series of 2026 issued by the Office of the President. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by the interested bidders on May 14, 2026 to June 2, 2026 from the address below upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee, Box Secretariat, manual submission of the address indicated below for electronic submission at electronic bids underscore R3 at dpwh.gov.ph on or before June 2, 2026 at 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by bid security in any of the acceptable forms in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16. Bid opening shall be on June 2, 2026 at 10 a.m. at Bidding Room, second floor, DPWH, Regional Office Building, Chindalan, City of San Fernando, Pampanga, and or via Zoom live stream on YouTube, open close parentheses, www.youtube.com/dpwh.r3. Bids will be open in the presence of the bidder's representative who choose to attend the activity. Contractors, applicants who wish to participate in this bidding are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH Civil Works Application, CWH, at the DPWH Procurement Services, ERS. The floor DPWH building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila. While those already enrolled shall keep their records current and updated. The contractor's eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using the DPWH contractor profile eligibility process, open close parentheses, CPEP, and subject to further qualification. Information on registration can be obtained from the PRS during the working weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or at the DPWH website, www.dpwh.gov.ph. The DPWH Regional Office 3 reserves the right to reject any and all bids declare a failure of bidding or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 70 of RA number 12009 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidders or bidders. So, uh, may we acknowledge, ma'am, the presence of RD Alexander Miguel. Good morning po, and
Morning, sir.
Sir.
Good morning.
good morning po, sir, and Mr. Benedict Baluyo. of PLGF.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning po.
So for the
Morning po.
good morning, sir. For the project under the category of goods, the contract ID is 25GC014. Supply delivery installation, commissioning of spare parts for the existing automatic traffic counter classifiers used in the traffic data gathering under the National Road Traffic Survey Program and RTSP of the Planning and Design Division, DPWH Regional Office Number 3, Sindalan, City of San Fernando, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 6,451,167 pesos. The source of funds is FY 2025. The delivery period is within 60 calendar days upon receipt of the approved purchase order, and the cost of bidding documents is 10,000 pesos. Bidding will be Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-fail criteria as specified in the IRR of RA number 12009. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorship, partnership, or organizations with at least 60% interest of outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines and to citizens or organizations of a country, the laws or regulations of which grant similar rights or privileges to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA number 5183. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Regional Office 3 and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Monday to Thursday. Adoption of 4-day on-site work arrangement pursuant to Memorandum Circular number 114 series of 2026 issued by the Office of the President. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on May 14, 2026 to June 2, 2026 from the address given below upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Electronic Procurement System, PhilJEPS, and the website of the procuring entity. Provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bid. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee Secretariat through manual submission at the office address indicated below or on before June 2, 2026 at 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by bid security in any of the acceptable forms and the amount stated in the ITB Clause 16.1. Bid opening shall be on June 2, 2026, 10 a.m. at Bidding Room, second floor, DPWH Regional Office Building, Sindalan, City of San Fernando, Pampanga. Bids will be open in the presence of the bidder's representative who choose to attend the activity. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bid, LCRB, in accordance with Section 61 of RA 12009 and its IRR. The DPWH Regional Office 3 reserves the right to reject any and all bids declare a failure of bidding or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 70 at RA number 12009 without incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. So, ma'am, do we have any questions?
Here from Mr. Jonathan Acosta of Extrovon. May question po kayo. Okay. And then from Alphatech Chemical Corporation, Laila Leishwa. Kailangan question na.
How about the online?
Ito ka kasi pang engineering officer.
Sir,
Engineering officer.
Sir Benedict, Sir Justado S. Cruz. Sir, good morning po. Hello, sir. May question po kayo? Wala na. Okay, sir. Thank you po. But,
Wala po. Ay, ano na lang po. Meron na. Meron po.
Sir R.D. Alexander Miguel and Sir Benedict Baluyot. Sir, may query po kayo? No question, sir. No question na po. Back members?
That's
And TWG? Answers. So without any questions being asked, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you.